Good morning, hail and welcome. Today is October 4th. It is now 10:33 a.m. and today I figured that we could do a simple 3-card, well, actually no. For you viewers, I wanted you guys to get the option of selecting which pile you feel called to. So I'm going to shuffle these cards, and then I'm going to place 3 piles and ask you all to pick one pile and flip a card from it, and that'll be your card for the day. My name is Kirby Graywitch. I am your host here on the In-Between. So, without further ado, let's begin. I hope you all are doing well this morning. I know there are some planetary transits going on currently that might be causing miscommunication, a little bit of turbulence, so to speak. Also, if you would like a private reading, please let me know. I also do natal birth charts, frequency resonance charts. I can help you align yourself spiritually, whether it be understanding what frequency you resonate, and just helping you to evolve. So if you are interested in purchasing any of those services, please feel free to contact me on Facebook. I will soon be updating my YouTube information to include my Cash App link. So yeah, I hope everybody's doing well, and if you need a natal birth chart, what is the purpose of this? A natal birth chart shows where the planets were at your time of birth. So what a natal birth chart does with these planetary arrangements is it creates a sort of blueprint for your personality. This gives you your characteristics. It can help you understand why you communicate, why you act, why you do things, and maybe your subconscious themes, adding to that. Personally, I've been doing a lot of Jungian research, as well as listening to Alan Watts, and I highly suggest starting your day with Alan Watts. I mean, he has a lot of wisdom and a lot of knowledge. You can find him on YouTube. But without further ado, I'm going to move this to pick a card. Alright, you guys saw me shuffle them. And I just want you to find a pile that resonates with you. Alright. Is it pile? This pile? This pile? Or this pile? I'll give you a few seconds to pick. Do 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 do. Alright, let's see what each pile holds. So, alright, you see there. Okay, here we have the 4 of Cups in reverse. This is a major arcana. This is the 11th card in the tarot deck. This is Justice. This here is the 5th of Pentacles. The cups are associated with water. Justice which is related to the Libra sign, as well as Venus is related to air, the element air, and Pentacles are related to Earth. Oh gosh. Okay. So, and I apologize, I know the lighting conditions aren't superb right now, as it is past the golden hour, which is the optimal time to take pictures, do videos outside. However, something just called to me today, and I wanted you guys to get to be able to see this beautiful water. You know, water represents the unconscious, the unknown. And I was just listening to the Nietzsche podcast, matter of fact, listening to about how the shadow self, you know, how Carl Jung had these patients that would have dreams about dark waters, but when they would try to walk to the waters, because it seemed they could never walk to the water in the dream, when they tried to walk to the water, they just had this feeling of dread, this panic. And he went on furthermore to explain how this unconscious, this water, this realm of unconsciousness represents the shadow self. And furthermore, how confronting our hidden aspects, our undesirable traits that we find about ourselves, can be hard, you know. But also, furthermore, how not acknowledging these darker aspects, not acknowledging the shadow self, can shape our decisions, shape our personality, shape what we project onto society, you know. So anyhow, enough about all that stuff. Let me see. I apologize, excuse me. Alright, so here, if you picked we'll go here, this will be the first pile. Alright, so the Four of Cups in reverse. This is actually a good thing to have in reverse, because the Four of Cups, you see that? Does that look like a very thankful individual here? You know, somebody who's very happy? I don't think so. Kind of looks spoiled rotten. But anyhow. Alright. So, this, if you picked the first pile, this is your card. And this stands for new opportunities, gratitude, emotional renewal. So if you pick this card, be ready, because something good is coming to you. It is like seeing a bird hidden in the tea leaves in the tea leaf reading. Opportunities are going to present themselves. It is your responsibility to see the opportunities and take charge, though. So just be open to new opportunities. And somebody here, whoever picked this card, you are feeling gratitude. You are grateful. And it is very likely that this gratitude is bringing these new opportunities to you. And this new opportunity is going to give you a sense of renewal. Alright, so the second card. Pardon, I have to arrange things so they don't fly away. Anyhow, the second card is Justice. And once again, this is associated with air. It's associated with the heart chakra. It is associated with Venus. It is associated with Libra. This card begs to ask us, how can you balance the scales of justice in your life? This card stands for fairness, justice, truth, balance. The 11th major arcana. Justice. Justice. No, I'm just being funny. Okay. That said, next card, the third card, is the 5th of Pentacles. If you picked the third pile, then this is your card. The 5th of Pentacles. Alright. The Pentacles is associated with the earth element. And it doesn't have a planet, so I guess it's not associated with planet. That said, this card, if you look closely, these people are struggling. They are surviving. So this card asks us, what support do I need to get back on my feet? So maybe this might not necessarily mean materialistically. It could be materialistically. But, you know, you have to be open-minded when you read tarot, because this could also mean spiritually, emotionally. Do you feel emotionally supported right now? Do you feel spiritually supported? Are you questioning your faith, your purpose? Alright? So, what support do you need to get back on your feet? You know? Once you ponder this, you will find recovery, hope, reaching out for help, acceptance, relief. And I realize this is backwards for you when I'm showing you the card, but at least I want you to see what card you picked. So for those who picked the third pile, the 5th of Pentacles, I feel for you. I'm sending loving energy to you. I understand what it is like to struggle, to deal with poverty, insecurity, need, and isolation, and hardship. And I think the fact that I do know what I've lived these experiences before enables me to be able to connect to people and help heal them. But in the same sense, that's also my shadow self. That's the little girl in me who wants to give people what I feel lacking or felt lacking at some point. And, you know, maybe I have found recently, well, no, I shouldn't say that. Scratch what I was going to say. Anyhow, what I was going to say basically alluded to, I can't help someone who doesn't even want to acknowledge they need helping, nor can I help someone who doesn't want to help themselves. I'm not going to drag you through the dirt to make you see your worth. Either you realize you deserve it or not. And if anything worth having is worth working for. So I'm just going to tell you, you got this. It doesn't matter. Listen, I've been homeless. I've felt deserted before. I've had financial insecurity, emotional insecurity, mental insecurity, instability. I get it. You are not alone. There is hope. But you have to acknowledge that there is a need for support right now. Reach out to your community. Reach out to your higher power, whatever the god or goddess of your understanding is. Reach out to family, friends. You can't hold things inside. You know, you either vent or you implode, or explode. Me, I tend to be more suicidal than homicidal, so I implode. I tend to, but anyhow, I see you. I understand that you're going through a hard time. There is hope. Just acknowledge that you need the support and look for the support. There are so many resources available for people who need resources. Go to the library. Go to your nearest homeless shelter to find out about resources that are available to those who need them. There is no shame in humility. That is what being humble is. Okay. Love and light to all of you. I'm sending you my love, my blessings. Blessed be. Have a wonderful day.